Good morning and welcome to the campus of Middlebury College in Middlebury, Vermont, where the Panthers are getting set to host Swarthmore in a NCAA sectional semifinal. I'm Jamie Scavato. You're watching Middlebury Women's Soccer on the Northeast Sports Network. For the second straight weekend, the Panthers have home field advantage for at least one more NCAA tournament game. And looking at the four teams that are here, Middlebury is going to need every advantage it can get. There are no Cinderellas here in this NCAA sectional taking place in Middlebury. And this morning's opponent is a Swarthmore team that's making its fifth straight NCAA tournament appearance after winning the Centennial Conference for the third time in 5 years. And if you like NESCAC connections, there is one on the sidelines for the Garnet, as head coach Todd Ankaitis was an assistant on Amherst's 2001 national championship team. So needless to say, he has been here before. Maybe not necessarily. This is a Garnet team that's only allowed 11 goals over the course of the season. Middlebury has only allowed 10, although both of these teams have been pretty good at scoring as well. The Garnet defeating St. Joseph's of Maine and Virginia Wesleyan to advance here, and of course winning the Centennial Conference Championship after beating Johns Hopkins for the second straight year. And that was a 5-1 margin of victory in the championship game. Now back to midfield for DeVito. DeVito sending it towards the box. And it's headed right back out. Now off the foot. Be a goal kick for the Garnet. Of course, Swarthmore coming up here from Pennsylvania. You got two Pennsylvania teams here in the weekend. The outlier being Hardin-Simmons, the number 6 team in the country, coming all the way from Abilene, Texas. Although they're used to making trips north for NCAA tournament play. Now the push through. Grace Taylor trying to get control. On top of it, however, for Middlebury is Janie DeVito. Taylor now getting inside of the left side of the box. Feeding it up towards the middle. The shot is just wide to the left by Lizzie King. And for the Panthers, no team has scored more than one goal against them this season. That ball gets through. Now coming out of the net to try and grab it is Schmoys, and she gets there first. Before Olivia Miller could strike, Miller has scored 2 goals in her last 4 games here. The junior out of Laguna Beach, California, has been coming on strong here in the late stages of the season. Now it's Swarthmore moving in again. Getting to the top side of the box, trying to get a foot on it was Sydney Kovitz. Now it's sent back in towards the box once again. Booted out by... Meanwhile, the Garnet only 2 losses this season. But it's 4 powerhouse teams that are here this weekend. Again, the one that you're seeing here in maroon, that's the lowest of the 4 seeds. But as I mentioned, no Cinderella story here. These are all teams that have a very good shot at advancing beyond this weekend. This one batted around a bit. Caitlin Magruder going to control it for the Panthers as she sends it forward just a little bit to Claire Robinson, and that one is taken away. Taken away by Maddie Cairns, trying to feed it into Grace Taylor, and that one gets away again. Now stepping in to get a foot on it was Melissa Curran. Taylor trying to find her way to it, but it's Amanda DeFonte who's able to clear it out at least towards midfield. Headed by Namazi. Namazi and Eliza Robinson coming together. Now that one headed up. 50-50 ball. Back down by Cairns. As the Garnet now controlling up the offense here, at least in the offensive third. Didn't get a look at the goal, but they do have a free kick here to the Garnet. It'll be taken by Curran, or not by Curran, actually stepping up for the free kick here is Eleanor Moser. And Moser sends it in towards the box. That one is up high, headed by Magruder. And it drops down in front of Gretchen McGrath for its final. And looking for a call there from the crowd here as Schmoys picked up the ball as Olivia Miller was inside the box there. And now taking it away is McCoy getting to the top side. She fires the shot up high. Allwang punches it away. Although those are the scenarios, or a scenario like that is exactly what the Panthers need to avoid if they're going to keep, obviously, McCoy, the sure-footed McCoy, off the scoreboard. Be a corner kick here for Swarthmore. First one of the day. That was a Pretty serious shot there. Allwang barely able to get up and punch that out. A great save by Allwang to keep this thing scoreless. Again, although we have the corner kick here, that was dropped in immediately. Now it's McCoy getting to the left side of the box. It's taken away by Hartnett. McCoy trying to get a Gretchen McGrath. And the ball was taken away by number 7, Caroline Coates. Immediately gives it back to Namazi, and the attempt to send it was blocked by McGrath. Well, the ball does end up back in midfield for Lizzie King. King still hanging on to it there in the circle after a couple of taps. Now McCoy gives it across for Kovitz, and now it's into the right side of the box. Evans is there first. It goes over the line, and it will be a goal kick. And the Garnet actually have the distinction of being one of only 9 programs in Division III to win at least one NCAA tournament game in each of the last 4 seasons. Kind of an impressive feat there. Now this one is down inside the box. Grace Taylor going to try and get it around. She taps it out to the top side for Melissa Current. Works her way off to the center. This one rolls into the arms of Allwang, who will collect it. As Current Robinson getting it off for Miller. Miller working her way downfield, finds the open DeFonte on the sideline, who stops off for a moment before passing it back off for DeVito. Now Magruder, right up the middle, taps off for Eliza Robinson, now gets towards the box. She was tripped up momentarily. Now it's off for Miller. The cross on the center, bounces off to the left side, and it's put up and too high and out of play there, but a nice attempt by Alex Barber. Take away by Barber. Now it's Eliza Robinson coming together with Kovitz, but she is able to pull it away. Kovitz across midfield. Garnet advancing here. Off to King now. King pushing it across for Amy Harris. Harris finding McCoy on the left side once again. Now McCoy trying to work her way around DeVito. The shot goes behind the goal and into the net. And again, for Middlebury, it's not like you've got one player who's got a bulk of the scoring on the stat sheet. It really is kind of a team effort here where pretty much everybody who gets a shot at the goal has been able to find it. Now it's Middlebury trying to find some offense here. Olivia Miller on the right side, defended by Curran. Miller looks for the cross, gets it inside. Put down towards the goal, and picking it up is Schmoys. The cross went through to Gretchen McGrath. There's also a bit of a collision up in the middle there with Eliza Robinson, but able to pick it up off the carpet was Schmoys. Now it's Taylor, the give off for Kovitz. Off to the far side of the field. That one pushed in for Maddie Cairns. No substitutions yet for the Garnet in this one, although Middlebury, you'll see plenty of rotation. Kind of goes with a team that can have 15 players score over the course of a season. It's also an advantage for the Panthers that whenever they do substitute anyone in, there is virtually no drop-off from the starters. It's also evidenced by 27 different players getting into the starting lineup this season. A lot of depth for Peter Kim's team, and they're probably going to need it here this weekend. Miller doing battle with Namazi, who puts it away. The clear goes down to Taylor. Now it's kicked back off for Kovitz. Kovitz turns around, has some competition there with Magruder on the mark, but it's sent back to Namazi again. Passes off for Evans, was looking for Van Voris there. Although now it is still in the offensive third again, and it finds its way to McCoy. McCoy trying to get it to Kovitz on the run. Out of position was Allwang, but now moving inside once again, it's Maren McCoy. Top side, it rolls into Allwang, and it was a little too far in front of Lizzie King. You've got a 0-0 game. If you look at things in a relative statistical comparison, 3 shots so far for Swarthmore, 2 for Middlebury. Only 1 shot on goal for either side so far as well. But in terms of possession in the offensive third, don't really have an exact number on that, but just using sort of the eyeball mathematics, Swarthmore definitely with the advantage in the offensive third in terms of time of possession. although much of the game has been played at midfield here. It's been a couple of breaks here and there. Now back to midfield, picked up again by the Garnet. McCoy trying to move it again. She has had plenty of touches here. It is no secret where the offense flows here for Swarthmore. Although there are other players to look out for as well, obviously. Lizzie King with a couple of goals versus St. Joseph's of Maine in the first game, a 5-1 victory. And in both of the NCAA tournament games that this team has played in terms of Swarthmore, the goals came early. Not the case here. This one's sent off to the far side. And taken away by the Panthers. Now on the move with it across midfield. It's sent down. Van Voorst trying to break free here. Mosier trying to defend. Does so successfully and kicks it away from Van Voorst. Getting a good reaction from the fans to my right here. Panthers did come with another substitution, by the way. Kate Schellenbeck in the game for the Panthers now. This one off for Taylor. Taylor from the center of the field. Passing it forward again for McCoy. Breaking her way through. At the top of the box. Stutters a couple of times. Takes the shot just wide to the left. And McCoy getting another look at the goal here. Another substitution looking to come in on the sideline. That's number 20, Sophia Stills. Had a goal against St. Joseph's in the first round game. And she'll be joining the lineup shortly. Now it's across for Coates. Goes to the near sideline for Kovitz, who manages to break free of her defender. That was Magruder. Puts it in towards the box, but it's over the goal line. And that'll go out of the sidelines and out of play. It'll be thrown in by Coates here. Inside 15 minutes to go in the first half. No score here in this NCAA regional sectional semifinal. Now inside the box, Taylor with an opportunity, and it was kicked out by Isabel Hartnett. Is good news. It's the best news you can get, I guess, considering the circumstances. When, again, you got temps in the 30s. But, of course, doesn't seem like the players seem to care, and that's what matters more than anything else. Into the box for Schmoys. Who will pick it up. Claire Robinson, who recollects it at the center of the field. Sent forward. A little bit of a hold back there by Mosier on Van Voorst, although the Panthers still with possession here. Now it's sent inside. Van Voorst was the intended recipient. Found the head of Mosier there. Now contact, incidental. Temperatures were a little bit colder last weekend than they were here. They are here today, believe it or not. And, of course, again, the snow happened 2 days ago or into yesterday morning. So DeVito towards the near sideline, headed back out. Stopped by Taylor. Passes back for King, who puts her for Harris, who sends it forward. Now trying to break free is Kovitz. Nice defense. DeVito sending it forward. That one kicked away by Curran. And now on the move with it, it's Taylor. Taylor goes past McCoy. McCoy may have an opportunity here. Alwyn gets to the corner of the box, and McCoy again was blocked physically by Hartnett. And Hartnett puts it all the way in towards the box. That one headed around a little bit. Van Voorst sends it towards the box. Miller tried to put it in, and it's picked up by Schmoys. Nice sequence there by the Panthers, however, as it got inside, found a couple of heads, and Miller just couldn't put it on it momentarily. Schellenbeck will pick it up on the far side. Now back to the center. That's where we find Magruder. Magruder pushes it forward into the offensive third here. DeFonte stops for a moment, turns, finds the near sideline. That's where Olivia Miller's hanging out. Miller into the box. Van Voorst on the move, and Schmoys picks it up. Getting a rise out of the crowd here. Collected, I should say, by Sharman, but tapped away, headed forward by Stills. Down for McCoy. McCoy coming together with Isabel Hartnett, and we will get a free kick for the Garnet just outside the box, and McCoy slow to get up here on the contact. They're checking her out. She says she's all right. And now this is a huge opportunity on a set piece. So now off the free kick, McCoy back there, as is Megan Ruoff. It's all a matter of wondering where this one's going to go and whether or not it'll be defended quickly here. Of course, you got the rest of the team hanging out in the box as well. The foul by Hartnett just outside the box, setting up this free kick in the 40th minute. And Ruoff fakes. McCoy shoots. That one is up and over and into the fence. And Middlebury dodges a bullet there on a free kick, again, just outside the box. So Maren McCoy, both players seem to be all right as we approach 4 minutes to play in the first. Now it's Magruder. Near side, DeFonte. DeFonte marked momentarily by Wiederhold. Now the pass goes back off for Claire Robinson. Send to the goal line, and it just rolls out of play. Goal kick. And Schmoys to kick it away, or hesitates momentarily before kicking it away, and now she sends it. Rolls downfield. Bounces in front. Greenberg tries to get to it. Now Sharman has it around top side. Makes a nice move around Mosier. Takes the shot, but it's straight on and collected by Schmoys. The sideline and out of play. Kovitz will toss the throw-in opportunity off to Coates, who drops it down. Off to Kovitz. The tap by Schellenbeck, but still collected by Stills. Stills into the top of the box. That's where Hartnett will again put the block on the charging Sydney Kovitz. And it'll be picked up by Allwing with 2 minutes to play. Kicked away by Claire Robinson, however. Now it's collected at midfield by Harris. Harris to the right side, marked by her number mate, Sharman, Virginia Sharman. Now it's back to Yasmin Namazi. And Namazi comes together on the trip. And no call there. Middlebury able to take it away. Now Virginia Sharman will pick it up for Middlebury. The Swarthmore crowd looking for the call on that last contact there. DeFonte heads it in towards the box. On the move to try and get to it first was Schellenbeck, or actually Harriet. So these two teams heading into the break scoreless after 45 minutes of play. We will take a break and come back with the second 45 from Middlebury College. Again, it's Middlebury 0, Swarthmore 0. You are watching the NCAA sectional semifinals from Middlebury College on the Northeast. Now the kick back to the middle of the field. On the move with it is Claire Robinson. Robinson passes it off to her sister Eliza. Eliza now moving in towards the box. Makes one move around a defender. Now sends it in towards Schmoys. It bounces off her and goes out of play. And they are calling that a goal kick. Sano's last touch by Amanda DeFonte as opposed to Amy Schmoys. Both players coming together along the goal line. That was a call that probably could have gone either way. Free kick coming here on just outside the offensive third. And it'll be Eliza Robinson here. So Robinson puts it in a little towards the left side, heading it towards the goal. It drops down in front. The ball is still loose. No whistle as Schmoys goes down, and the defense clears it away. Now Robinson fires one towards the goal. And Schmoys is upright for this one. Plenty of traffic in front of the goal. Schmoys sends it away. Headed in by Claire Robinson. Chasing it down is Greenberg. Inside the box, has a look, puts it towards the goal. Eliza Robinson was there for backup on the left side, but able to move in and kick it out was Amy Harris. Meanwhile at midfield, the Garnets still trying to get some kind of a foothold here in the second half. It hasn't happened yet. Now Claire Robinson passes off to the left side. And it's Gretchen McGrath inside the box. Has Moser defending. And now also by working to stop McGrath from taking a shot. Now it's Eliza Robinson near the box. She's looking for the goal. And finds the arms of Amy Schmoys there on the direct shot. But the Panthers continuing to put on the pressure here in the second. It will be Wiederhold to throw it into Kovitz. Sydney Kovitz. It's an off for Amy Harris. And now sent off to the left side as that was pushed towards Allwang. Wiederhold with the long shot screen by the dueling zeros, but it also does bear mentioning vocally. Down in front of Lizzie King, trying to work it forward. Hartnett will almost got a foot on it there. Now it's McCoy, the dangerous Marin McCoy, working her way inside, looking for a shot here. And it's Janie DeVito with the poke away there, and a nice stop by DeVito. McCoy looked like she was warming up. DeVito made sure she didn't get the chance. Won't be the last opportunity for McCoy, I'm sure, however, as now she's got it again here. Gets it forward for King. Now Hartnett with the contact on King, and the shove inside the box from Wiederhold on turns on the center line. Passes it forward for Greenberg on the far left side. Now Greenberg crosses to the middle of the box, but nobody was home. It does bounce momentarily in front of Virginia Sharman. Now back to Claire Robinson. Robinson feeds it off to that far side. DeFonte on the right side of the box trying to chase it down. Does keep it in play. It almost got in front of the box there. Now it bounces back out. Claire Robinson boots it forward. McGrath waits for it to come down on the 50-50. Getting in to steal it is Eliza Robinson, and she's taken down just outside. More contact in the back there. And that one is shot forward by McGrath. Now back to the sideline. It does go out of the field. Now it's up and over to Eliza Robinson. Robinson gets by Mosier. Now works her way back towards the center. Passes it off for Greenberg, who's open on the left side. Greenberg's got Sharman out in front, and the centering pass is tipped behind the net. Second game will be starting about an hour from now. At 1:30. Again, the winners will face off tomorrow afternoon for a trip to the NCAA Final Four. Second game, of course, between Hardin and Simmons. Now out in front, Ellie Greenberg shoots and scores. And with the open opportunity in the box, the Panthers are on the board first here in the second half. Goal coming in the 60th. Fresh off the start here again. Inside a half hour, or now and again the 62nd minute of play. By the way, Ali Sheev coming into the game now. This one drops right out in front. Another opportunity, and Schmoys with the point-blank save. Middlebury has been firmly in control here in this second half, and difference here is, again, you could just kind of rotate anyone in, and you've got an all-NESCAC sort of caliber player on the field. And it's kind of shown here in this second half as Middlebury has dictated the pace of play and the time of possession here. Greenberg getting it again and putting it over, and it goes out of play. And now Swarthmore gets to attack here. The pass going in for Cairns. Cairns looking to make some kind of turn, and she sent it off for Ali Sheev, although it was taken away pretty quickly by the Panthers here. Taken by Megan Ruoff. From just sort of at the line that would dictate if they had a line there, that would dictate the offensive third of the field. As Ruoff sends it in, headed right back out by Evans. Although picked up by the Garnet. Passes back for Coates. Coates goes to the near side for Kovitz. Kovitz with contact along the side there with McGrath, and it goes out of play. For the Garnet. Among the pair of substitutions there. And that one will go over the sideline. Another throw-in coming here as Simone Amir tried to get in there on it. Pass right along the sideline. And now it'll be given right back out. Back to the center of the field for Ruoff. Now kick through. That one gets a quick header from Lizzie King. Now the takeaway at midfield by the Panthers. The pass goes forward for Sabrina Glazier. Glazier sends it towards the goal. Schmoys will move just outside of the right. It wasn't quite on target. 75th minute here at Middlebury College. It's about 15 and a half minutes to go. Now on that near sideline again, it's Covets. Back for Huang. Stills picks it up. On the move with it. Pass goes forward for Covets. Evans trying to get a foot in there. It goes over the sideline and out of play. In the offensive third so far here in the second half. And that came basically due to the fact the ball went out of play. Up for Coates. Headed out. Trying to get it forward. There is Namazi. It bounces in front of Alwang, and she will just let it go over the goal line. No need to jump and chase after it, risk anything here. And they're going to say last touch by Alwang. This is going to be a corner kick. Or sorry. Are they setting it up at the corner? Indeed they are. They're going to say Alwang touched it before, I think maybe before she went out of bounds. Anyway, goal kick coming up here or corner kick from Ruoff. Sends it in the middle, headed off the crossbar. And this one headed again. And it drops down, still loose in the box. Plenty of contact. You got a couple of players down. And a third player goes down. Clock was never stopped during the exchange. And now it is with 14:02 to go. The officials are in place, and I believe we're going to play some soccer again here. This one gets down in front of Stills. Stills and Magruder both going after it on a 50-50. Now it's Stills trying to work her way around. Magruder was there in the way, and Barber also getting in the way there, but it will be a throw-in as Barber was the last one to touch it. Down in front of Stills, across the goal line. Huang puts it towards the goal. Wide to the left side. On the move was Taylor, but she couldn't get there in time. Half, and it was effective offense, just not effective enough to even the score here, but it was really close. Now the goal kick coming from Alwang. Goes down over Huang, finds its way to Ruoff. Now it's Covets. Makes the turn quickly, moves forward with it. Covets and Magruder coming together. That one back booted out by McCoy. Back to Huang again. Now it's McCoy, top of the box, always dangerous. Chasing it down on the far side is Curran. Curran marked by DeFonte. Goes around to the corner, pass off inside the box now. Magruder kicks it out. Eliza Robinson clears it away. Back to midfield. Namazi will stop it off for the Garnet. But we'll continue to move it forward here. And are now starting to sort of control the pace of play here more so than what we saw in the beginning. Inside the box, looking for the shot. Here the Garnet, it goes just over the goal line. As for the second time in the last few minutes, Grace Taylor came close to evening the score here. Amir tied up with Coates, and it's kicked through Eliza Robinson now on the left side. And the Panthers are back in the offensive third here. It's been a little while. DeFonte chasing it into the corner, and she'll stop it before it goes out of play. Passes it off for Miller. Miller has it taken away by Taylor. Back for Namazi, who kicks it out. Plenty of back and forth around midfield as this one goes up and over. And now it's Miller on the stop. Gets it forward just a little bit. Huang now over the sideline, or towards the sideline. Curran now. Up across midfield. Stopped by McCoy. And the Centennial Player of the Year for the second time in a row. Passes it forward, finds Covets defensively. Evans got a foot in there and kicked it away. And Evans will fire it down the near sideline. That's where Mosier was momentarily. Now Magruder and Van Voris, who's back in the game, by the way. Eliza Van Voris for the Panthers. Back at the top of the box, Alex Barber trying to block out Stills. Jumping on top of it is Alwang. And now Eliza Robinson gives it off, looking for Simone Amir. Found Mosier instead, who puts it over the sideline, or actually towards the sideline for Curran. Olivia Miller now getting in there and takes it away. A nice steal by Miller. Fires this one on goal, and Schmoyes gets it. Across midfield, headed back in by Hartnett. Drops right in front of Miller. Miller tries to feed Van Voris. Van Voris puts it across the box. Shot by Robinson, and a score! Eliza Robinson off the perfect feed from Eliza Van Voris. And Middlebury is on top, 2-0. So here we go. Full court press now, you can say, for the Garnet going forward here. You got house money that you're playing with now, down 2-0. You just got to let it rip here and see if something sticks here. Huang goes over the right side. As you can expect, now the wind's starting to pick up here, but you can expect a lot of fireworks here over these next 6 minutes. You got a team playing to keep its season alive. And, of course, a team trying to hang on and advance to the Elite Eight. Corner kick taken here by Amy Harris. Harris gets it inside. It goes to the top of the box, and that one was kicked towards the goal. Kicked back out by Amanda DeFonte. McCoy had it for a moment. Harris got in there. Isabel Hartnett now kicks it free. Now it's Harris again. Harris gives it up. Evans kicks it back out. So a set piece here. As Moser fires it in. And it's headed back out. Now goes down to Curran. Curran puts it forward. A shot and a score by McCoy. They waved that one off. Indeed they did. It's inside the box. It's strange when you see it that sort of close to the action. Normally offside you can see coming a mile away. But in that case, it was everyone on the field knew it. Now McCoy on the left side of the box. Hartnett coming together with her. Both players going down. The call will go against Middlebury, giving Swarthmore another opportunity here inside 4 minutes to play. And it will be McCoy to take the free kick here. So Maren McCoy getting set up on the left side of the box, feeding it up towards the center here, and it falls just outside and rolls to the right side for the final 90 seconds against the Garnet. On the move with it now is Namazi. Goes through and kicked off to the side by Evans. And out to tackle it is Allwang. Ball is still loose. Magruder kicks it away. Inside a minute to play as that one went all the way in. Ursula Allwang came out to jump on it, and it sort of bounced out past her. Ball stayed alive, and it is now inside the final 60. 45 seconds to go. Top of the box. Another shot on Allwang, who dives to save it. As Sydney Covets had the attempt there, and we approach 30 seconds to play. Taps it forward for Eliza Robinson. It bounces up and over her to the top side of the box here. Now a quick shot taken, kind of off balance by Olivia Miller. But it was more to just kind of put it on net and get to these final 10 seconds anyway, as this sectional semifinal is closing down here. Final 5 seconds to go. Ball on the far sideline. And that does it. The Middlebury College Panthers, the number 3 team in the nation, will continue here in the NCAA tournament, advancing to the Elite Eight, the sectional final. That will be coming up tomorrow here at Middlebury College.